Cherry Audio just released an emulation of the first famous drum machine, according to this guy. This is CR-78, an expanded emulation of the Roland CR-78. This emulation offers a lot more features than the original, so let's dive in and check if it's good or not. I'm going to be uploading 10 presets for the CR-78 to my Patreon and members page, so consider supporting my channel on those platforms. The first screen is almost entirely like the original thing, with the difference that the metallic beat option is missing, and also has a better workflow for beat programming. Of course, you can also play with MIDI and program it on your DAW. When play mode is on preset, you will see the buttons for all the presets that were on the original unit. Here you can find parameters for the tempo, you can sync it to your project, make that velocity changes the strength, and also set how strong will be the accents. So you can press this button, or you can press play on your DAW and the rhythm will start playing. These cancel voice parameters let you add variation. Besides, you got 6 levels of swing and also a variation control, which when pressing this button will add fills and breaks depending on what you choose between these 11 options and the measurement. Playing with the rhythm presets is fun enough, but one big part of this drum machine is the programmer. You just have to set the play mode to user, and in the bottom the preset selector will become a rhythm programmer. With the knob you choose the drum sound you want to program, or you can also choose it by clicking the name right here. And then you just press where on the 16th step you want to trigger the sound. You can change the subdivision to 6, so the steps go up to 24. That's it for every drum sound, and you can program as you play. Now you can also play this in song mode, which will create a chain of patterns to add different beats together. What's crazy about this is having space for up to 99 patterns chained together. So yeah, you can make very long songs with this. If you want to loop a song that is a chain of patterns, for instance 1, 2, 1, 3, these are 4 patterns, so you gotta go to the 5th one, and on the pattern selection go down. LP means loop or loop point. Finally, anything programmed by user or presets can be dragged and dropped to your project as a MIDI clip. If you're enjoying this review, give a like to the video and go and watch my other reviews. Also subscribe to the channel, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Of course, Cherry Audio added more features to make this more than an emulation. That's why I like to call this also an expansion. Voice Edit will let you edit each of the sounds. As you see, most sounds will have 2 or 4 parameters to change. For instance, on the kick we have pitch, decay, click tone and click brightness. On the hi-hat we have pitch, decay, color and ring, and well, you can see all of the rest. Now I said the metallic beat was missing from the main panel, but you see that here we have parameters to change it. Finally, we have this colorful screen where we find the faders, the effects and more. Here's also where we find the volume for the metallic beat. If you increase it, it's going to make a sound every time the hi-hat or the cymbal is triggered. And you can also change that on the Voice Edit screen. The mixer is organized in columns, and from the bottom we have the levels, mute or solo, the panning and the effects activation. It's the same effect for each of the sounds, but you can choose which ones you want to be affected. The effects are color-coded, and they are a nice overdrive, a flanger, a delay, and a reverb with the galactic reverb. After all of that, we find a compressor and a 6-band EQ. This is to even further sculpt the sound or completely change it. I'm gonna say this is a versatile compressor that can be very smashing or very snappy. So So the idea is that you test all of these parameters, create different combinations, and of course just play around. But that doesn't stop there, because as with any other good drum plugin, this one can be set to multiple outputs. In this case it's a multi-out version, so you have to be sure what you need before you use it. Now, at least on Bitwig, all of the tracks are on one device, and not only we have a track per sound, but also we have a track for the master fader, meaning we double up the sound. So let's mute the master and you see everything is pre-routed. As all the effects are post-mixer, they cannot be used on individual tracks. But of course the idea of having multi-out is you use third-party effects and go more crazy with it. Besides, as the master is still the machine master, with these effects and effects that you have, you can create a complex parallel chain to add to the whole sound. But what do you think? This is not an 808 or a 909 or a lean drum, but still is a classic machine that Cherry Audio reinvented. I had a lot of fun playing with it because I have a sweet spot for drum machines. Let me know your opinions in the comments. If you want to buy this plugin, consider using my affiliate link in the description, or check other ways you can support my content. I will see you next time, and bye bye!